I've attended the Women's Storytelling Festival since 2020, and I've been fortunate enough to perform in a few and MC some of the segments.
I did attend and perform at the very first Women's Storytelling Festival, National Women's Storytelling Festival in Fairfax. It was a wonderful, wonderful event.
I have had the pleasure of attending three festivals virtually because I live in California.
And I actually performed at the 2021 virtually, but it's just such a lovely, lovely festival that honours women, which is really nice.
And I've told it previous ones, and that was part of the reason that I was really excited about telling it this one. There is, besides being wonderful stories and great tellers, there is a really unusual feeling of camaraderie. It was just like we were one big family, and it was a lovely experience just to be in the audience.
I've attended the festivals virtually because I'm clear on the other side of the country, but I've enjoyed it, and I've loved the chance to hear so many absolutely wonderful women storytellers.
It was an opportunity to be all women telling stories. In all the 60 years I've been a storyteller and traveling throughout the world, it's women tell different stories. And there is a quality of storytelling and sharing that's just unique and luscious.
I think it's really unique. I haven't come across any other women's only storytelling festival in the 6 years that I've been a storyteller.
I think it's probably the only women's storytelling festival, certainly in the country, maybe in the world. I don't know, and that makes it truly unique.
You know, you go to other festivals and there may be 5 tellers and 1 woman, tops 2, and it's great to hear all these women together. It's really makes it more than the sum of its parts.
And I think it's just a really good way for storytellers in general, and then specifically women, to get together and just share stories that are unique to being women.
Because all of the performers are women, it really hits you about the breadth and the depth of talent among these women storytellers.
One of the things I would hope people will take away, well, besides obviously great stories, are the many manifestations of stories, the myriad of storytellers and styles, and the diversity of it, meaning there will be some funny stories and there will be some personal stories, there'll be folklore, there'll be stories that may be more profound. And that is what makes stories so unpredictable and wonderful, I think.
When we tell our stories and listen to stories, we realize that there are no boundaries or barriers, and we can all come together. I think that's the best part about women's only storytelling festivals.
Last year was my very first festival, and it wasn't just my very first women's storytelling festival. It was my first storytelling festival, period. People kept telling me throughout the festival that this was a very unique festival, and I didn't know exactly what they meant by that. All I knew is that I was enchanted.
It's been my dream to be there in person and bond with all the women and just enjoy.
There's no way that I would have turned it down. I would have changed my entire calendar for the year to be able to be there. So
Los que hablan en español, yo haré unos cuentos que tienen un poquito del idioma y la cultura. And for those of you who did not understand what I just said, and I will be telling stories that will have a little bit of the culture and a little bit of the language, of the Spanish language. So I hope you'll come.